Hey there, and welcome to Astrology for the People. This is for the full moon and penumbral lunar eclipse in Pisces on Saturday the 17th of September at 5:06 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. So it's an interesting and exciting time we're in, as always at the moment. Those of you who have seen my videos from the last 2 fortnights will know that this is round 3 in eclipse season for 2016. And what we're really seeing is both the drawing to a close of the last phase and a real end point, but also the beginning point for the next 6 months. This eclipse season really sets the energy for the 6 months to follow. And we've just seen Jupiter move into Libra. So having been in Virgo for 12 years, now in, not 12 years, my goodness, 1 year. It has a 12-year cycle through the zodiac. Having now moved into Libra, we're seeing the awakening of a strong journey around relationships for the next 12 months. And this is both clearing out, as I said, the time just passed, and also preparing us for this journey. So in clearing, we're seeing this show up in a few ways. One of the things that's coming up across the board for a lot of people is moving grief and sadness. So we do have Chiron within 2 degrees of the moon in Pisces in this eclipse. And this is very much our collective wound of abandonment by spirit and sense of abandonment by love and the grief that can come with the human experience. Because, let's face it, no matter how great your toolbox is, you come down to earth and there is sadness here, there is grief here. There is also sickness here, which brings me to my next point. If you find yourself getting sick more often than usual at the moment, some people are experiencing a big clear out on a physical level of old cells. Literally, there is a dredging up of old cells that carry the energy of old ways of being that have been shifted on a mental level and on a spiritual level and now need to be removed from the body. So if you find yourself getting sick more frequently at the moment, take heart. It's not because you're off track. There's actually this big reset process that's taking place for a lot of people. So you're either experiencing it most likely on an emotional level or on a physical level. For me, it's been all on the physical, the clearing. But regardless, this is the ending of a phase. And it's the ending of an old way of being. Uranus is present with this eclipse as well. And so there's a really strong hand of grace here. And a really strong theme of surrender and letting go. And letting go of the stories and letting go of the old hurts and just leaving it behind and realizing that they don't actually serve you anymore. While they may give you a sense of safety and being protected, really they're holding you back from your true nature, which is flowing and abundant and moving towards all of the bliss and love that you're desiring and trying to drive towards at the moment. So yeah, I encourage you to connect with surrender over the next couple of days and really surrender to what's alive in your life right now so that you can see it closely, so that you can become intimate with it and recognize it for exactly what it is as opposed to constantly trying to twist or change it. The same thing really applies to experiences in your body. So feelings or experiences of physical illness. If you've been in a space of fighting, I really encourage you to lay down your arms for this eclipse, let go of the fight, surrender, allow this clearing to happen, and also listen to the messages that are here for you. Because if you have symptoms in your body, anything from headaches to cancer, it's showing up to tell you something. And by constantly being in fight mode and pushing away, you're not able to listen. It's like a toddler walking up and pulling on your skirt and saying, listen, 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 this, and you're going, go away, you're annoying, this is uncomfortable. It's going to just get louder and louder. Whereas if we can stop and get down and look our own experience in the eyes and say, what are you here to tell me? What are you here to tell me? The alchemy will begin. So I really encourage this with physical injuries as well, rather than resisting the pain, resisting the discomfort. Take the opportunity to just listen in and say, what are you here to show me? Go into dialogue with this part of your body and allow the sensation to rise. Allow it to be present. Breathe, stay with it, and give it room to move and release. Because as I said, there is a lot of releasing happening at the moment. So this is the lead up to our end point, which is also our beginning point. And the beginning point is going to be really strongly focused around relationships, having Jupiter just move into Libra as well, as I mentioned. So what we're going to see here is some big themes around abandonment popping up. If you experience abandonment from people and you find you're really sensitive to that, as simple as your partner or a friend leaving the room without, letting you know that they're going somewhere, and it's that sense of fear and stress that arises. Excuse me. The fear and stress that arises, this actually runs a lot deeper to, like I said, abandonment by love, abandonment by source. So there's a healing of this grief that's happening, and simultaneously there's a reclaiming of our power and a reclaiming of our source connection so that we can heal that wound of abandonment and not have it continue to play out in our relationships. Holding on and clinging to the other person, not in the conventional sense. You may not be seen as a clingy person, but there can be a real energetic holding through control or through, attempts to seek validation, whatever it is. If you're one of those people, you're going to find that stop working. It's going to stop working. It's going to start blowing up in your face more, and you're going to be forced to reconnect in with yourself and let go of the other person. Now, this does not mean the relationship falling apart. In fact, if the relationship is truly strong and meant to continue, it will really bring life to that and help it move forward, as opposed to it being stuck in this kind of place of frustration and challenge. So I've got an ebook on the way, which ironically enough, I've had to surrender to happening in time for this full moon about surrender. But I will have information for that for you in my next video on the new moon in Libra. So it'll be Libra time. It's very exciting. I'm going to leave it there for tonight, lovelies. What I'm actually going to do is sit back and take a moment just to allow an energetic transmission to come through for you all to really support this process. So I'm going to invite you to close down your eyes and really ground into your feet, wherever your feet are, giving your toes a little wiggle. Pardon me. And just noticing what's there in your body. And noticing your cells starting to open like beautiful flowers blossoming to receive the download that's present for you personally now. So we're opening up beautiful divine light and love, beautiful mother and father. Please, may the person hearing this message feel free to open and surrender and allow your bliss and light and grace and love to ground into their body. Help them to feel safe as we enter this new terrain. Help them to find comfort in their own hearts and their own bellies as we explore the new earth that is before us. Beautiful love, beautiful mother and father, please, as we open, let the exact energy that we need ground into our bodies. As we open, let the exact transmission required for each individual hearing these words ground into their bodies, fill their hearts. Graceful, easeful, powerful, grounded. Graceful, easeful, powerful, grounded. Graceful, easeful, powerful, grounded. Noticing your breath and allowing it to deepen just a little, easefully, effortlessly. Your belly rises just a little more to let the breath in deeper, to let the light into your body, to let this clearing and upgrade happen with grace and love. Allowing your breath to move down to the very tips of your toes. Allowing your heart to rest back into the warm safety of your chest. Your muscles and your ribs gently and lovingly, warmly holding it. And your surrender gradually deepening to allow whatever it is you're feeling. Knowing that everything you're feeling is completely okay. all you need to do is wrap your arms around it. Hold it gently to your body and love it for exactly where it is right now. Just as you would love a child who hasn't yet learned to read. And allowing yourself to come back into your bones and your muscles and your feet, into the room that you're in, the physical surroundings. And letting your breath open and soften, and open and soften, and open and soften as you relax and surrender into trust. And allow this energy to serve you. Letting go of the fight and instead surrendering to the beautiful, creative flow of life, to your true nature as love, as it carries you into the next phase. And giving yourself a little hug, one more moment of love and acceptance for exactly where you're at right now in all of your humanness. And from my heart to yours, enormous love. And please reach out if you need support. You can find me at www.theheartgarden.com.au. Please feel free to like, subscribe, share if you know someone who will benefit from this. And really allow the magic of the next few days to support this shift for you. Some things are more important than being on top of everything all the time. So let it go, get into your body, and enjoy the dance. So much love. So much love. Journey well. I'll see you in a fortnight. Bye.